I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Falcons going up against the Cowboys. With that, we'll send you out to Arlington, Texas. Here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. You know, last week, Charles, I asked you about this Dallas defense. What do you make of them? 8-1, so much hype about the offense. Let's turn it defensive.
And they're a defense that really doesn't care about who gets the credit. And I know that's one of those great cliches. But they don't have that superstar that everyone just latches onto, except maybe Sean Lee, their linebacker, who I think is a marvelous player all over the field when he's out there. But also, in this game, was a return to the Pittsburgh area where he grew up and grew up a Steelers fan. It had to be very sweet for him to take away a victory.
Exactly. Get to 8-1. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
To throw is Ryan. He was looking for his tight end, Jacob Tamme there. And that'll bring up second down. Here's the offense, and we talk about the tight end, Jacob Tamme.
A lot of people thought of him as simply a safety valve receiver. He can be a primary receiver. Jacob Tamme shows better athleticism than what people expect.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Falcons only put up 15 points against the Eagles, and Devontae Freeman, he was kind of held in check, too. 12 carries, 49 yards.
And he doesn't have his running mate, Tevin Coleman, to spell him right now, so he's definitely the lead guy. And they're so used to having him fresh, able to do different things, not just in the run game but the passing game. When you rely on him as the lead ball carrier, you're hoping to get just a little bit more production for the game.
20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down Atlanta.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now Ryan on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And now the defense for Dallas.
Justin Durant doesn't get mentioned very often in conversation, but at the end of every game, he's made a lot of tackles.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to face a third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So, of course, they wanted to find the end zone, but when you go on the road and your first drive results in points, I think you're pretty happy.
You have to be, because you've taken it to the home team in this case. And while you may not have shut up the home crowd, you've quieted them down a little bit. Good way to start.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake here on first down. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, After a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
And we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Okay, starting lineup time offensively, Charles, for the Dallas Cowboys.
And how about them at number 4 in the 2016 draft? Big needs on the defensive line. And they go with the running back.
They go star power.
They went star power, but Ezekiel Elliott, in a lot of ways, was exactly the right decision. When they had winning success in 2014, they did it running the football. Elliott can do that for them again.
Dez Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's 4th and 4.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Let's take it inside his own 40. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively. Freeman again. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here comes the 11 on offense back onto the field for Dallas. And Ezekiel Elliott effusively praised his O-line after their Week 10 win. Said, bottom line, I'm running behind the best O-line in the league.
And he's right. And they invested in this offensive line. Travis Frederick, the center, was a Pro Bowl guy, 1st-round pick. Tyron Smith, left tackle, 1st-round pick. Zach Martin, right guard, 1st-round pick. No accident. They're all Pro Bowlers and all pro players. But at left guard, Ronald Leary's playing awfully well, filling in for Lyle Collins, who many thought would be a 1st-round pick, and Doug Free is steady Eddie at right tackle. This unit is terrific, and when we talk about MVPs, these guys won't win it, but we should mention them.
Well, if you didn't know Ezekiel Elliott when he was at Ohio State, you know him by now in Week 10 in the NFL.
And not only do you know him, you have to talk about him being a potential MVP. And I know that sounds crazy, a rookie running back, but boy, the way he has played and the numbers he's putting up, in addition to expanding his game, he had 2 catches in the last one for, 95 yards, a touchdown. One of them being 83 yards on the touchdown catch. He's doing everything for them. Carrying the load, I think he sets the tone in a big way for the Dallas offense.
Yeah, 2 more on the ground against the Steelers in the end zone, including the game winner. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Halfback sent in motion. Now Prescott. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll get 23 yards there. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Ryan escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On second down, Freeman looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And they've stopped him on the first 2 downs. Obviously, this is an important play coming up here. I think it's more so for the guys on defense because if they stop him here, I think they've set the tone for the entire game, how difficult it's going to be to score on them.
On third and goal, Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This fielded at the 2. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And out now come the Cowboys. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. Here's Prescott. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A first down carry by Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
In motion here is Witten. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll run with Elliott, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go! Ohio! Ohio! Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Flex round! Flex round! Check 31. Ohio! Ohio! Check 37.
He'll drop to throw. Out left side here to Bryant. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dez Bryant, 45 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And that'll make it 13-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Terrell McClain in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And they only need a little bit here. 3rd down and very short. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. And he's got Sanu. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
He's going to go for a big play. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And he knocks it through. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Now Prescott. Flush to his right. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play here for Dallas. And even 50 yards. Bryant spread out to the right. Here's Prescott. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he's brought down. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll be second and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll motion out one of the tight ends. So they're on the 5-yard line here, second down and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. To throw on third and goal. He's got time. That's caught at the 1. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on fourth and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They come out here in the I. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's the fullback taking it in. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Let's go. 190. 190.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, letting one go deep for the end zone. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Come on, let's go. Ohio.
In motion here is Witten.
Ohio. Shoot. Flex round.
And second and 10, he'll look to... And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you
never mind, Larry. Forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the third quarter of action already. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Okay, that incompletion gives me a chance to get your thoughts on Cleveland. Is there a win on that schedule for the Browns?
I think that there is, because I just don't see this team as an 0-16 team. There is talent there. Obviously, Joe Thomas at left tackle and Joe Hayden at corner. And they've got some players on the squad. But the bottom line is when you have this bad momentum going, how do you reverse it? You know the game I'm identifying? San Diego coming to Cleveland, Christmas Eve. Long trip, warm weather team going into the cold of Cleveland. That could be the one.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense.
Ohio. Come on, let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. After the interception, here's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel, 41 yards. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
As a former defender, Brandon, the goal was always to tackle the receiver immediately after the catch. When you missed and gave up additional yardage, you didn't make anyone on your team happy. That's why I'm sitting here next to you.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Here's Elliott. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A dump off to Elliott. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now Prescott eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. All right, partner, I want to check in on a talking point we had week 1. Dark horse playoff contenders. You threw out Oakland and Jacksonville. Oakland's still looking good.
Well, they're living up to it, tied for first in the AFC West. How about Jacksonville? Really struggling right now at 2-7. I don't know what they're going to do to bump things up. But how about the NFC West? The Rams said they weren't going to be 7-9 this year. They're 4-5, but they need to make their push starting right now. And no one talked about Detroit in the preseason. Matthew Stafford and the Lions are 5-4 and ahead in the NFC North.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 41 yards. And that one makes this a 19-point game. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25 Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. It looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Here's Prescott. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third. He'll drop to throw. And that's caught by Beasley. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On second down, Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit. Try it that way.
Back to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Atlanta now coming out on the field, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
If you want pressure,
I love it.
We'll see if they dial. And Freeman lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Prescott. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Back now in Arlington. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And the defense definitely showing blitz here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Here we go! Ohio!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
All right, so it's getting late in this one. Now, you could argue that they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but they still face a pretty uphill battle.
Yeah, even with the field goal here, it's going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns now to get back in it. And that's going to be a tall order against this defense.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 75 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And quickly, they get to the line. Here's Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 59 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Well, he's used to running at that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Here's Eric Weems now on the return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. I had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense because you got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, though, give a lot of credit to the defense. They communicated well. You could hear them talking to each other on the field, and they reacted.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with a career-high 4-touchdown game. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. A big play here for the Cowboys. 51 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey?
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And Charles, the second time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there's that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Weems to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
Ryan wants to throw it. Forced out to his left. Oh, he stays up, fighting through. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
Thank you.